thank for grace of the heaven and the virtue of a grand predecessor and the predecessor and the kindness of our transmitter and everybody. I have a chance to share this topic with you. The 15 regulation is very, very important. The immortal Han Zhongli said, this is the great heavenly ladder. This is the way we go to heaven. Okay, we must, when we cultivate doubt, we must follow these 15 regulations. And I still remember in the Dharma class, one time, a saint asked us, what is they don't go by order. I say, hey, what is the 14th? The regulation 14, number 14. What is that? Oh my God. Nobody remember that. And the other time, they asked transmitter and lecturers go to the stage and write down all the 15 regulations. And that time, a lot of people cannot memorize. All right? So it's very important. We have to keep in mind because this is the heavenly ladder. So very, very important. Okay? And today, we'll emphasize how to memorize these 15 regulations. Okay, and Christine will tell us how to memorize. Okay, and I will briefly explain, some important points. Because this class we have this class many times already, right? Right? All right. So when we memorize and keep this 15 regulation in mind, and this is the discipline. Okay, so. It's embodied within our natures. So it's just like we have the thick book of the law, right? The rules of the law, right? Faria. Okay. And but if we don't, for example, we don't do nothing wrong. We don't robber, they will have the criminal number, law number, something, and give them the count, right? But look at we are all good people. We never do something bad. So do we have to memorize the whole thick book from Rule 1 to Rule 300 something? Do we have to memorize those things? No, we don't, right? Yeah. So again, if we don't do nothing bad, right? We always be the good people. We always use our true nature to do a lot of things. Then this is very important. Okay? This is the fifth, but this 15 we really have to memorize. Always keep in mind. Everywhere we don't against heaven's willing, then it's the way to go back to heaven. Okay? The first one is respect saints and the Buddha. In the surface meaning, okay, it's respect saints, right? So why we respect saints? Because the way they cultivate, the way they benefit for all of the sentient beings, right? So everything, they show up filial piety, royalty, all of the constant virtues. Everything is all the saints in heaven. They all are very perfect. They are very virtual person. None of them, do not cultivate good, and then they can go to heaven, right? But the real meaning of respect saints, not just respect saints, because we are all, everybody is the Buddha. Okay. We were from heaven long time ago. But because the way we act, the way on earth, we cannot behave like saints. That's why we cannot go back to heaven. All right? So lucky this lifetime we can receive Tao. So we got to cultivate very well. All right? According to what? According to our true nature. So we have to respect. We do have a Buddha nature. So we have to find our own true nature, okay, and make it to become our master and do things according to our true nature. All right, so the first one, Christine, could you show us how to memorize
So the first step is to hold one in our hand like this, and then which way is this pointing? To heaven, right? So that's how we can remember that the most important number one thing in cultivating Tao is to respect the Buddhas, or respecting everybody. Because everyone
Respect ourselves. We are the Buddha too. So respect.
Buddha nature.
Yeah. Yeah. The
Follow
remaining.
Buddha nature.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The second one is, so everybody remember this? Okay. What is this? Huh? Not up. What is this?
Respect the saints and Buddhas.
Yes. Okay. All right. Remember this. Okay.
The saints of Buddha are ourselves, so respect each one of us, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, because they are all saints of Buddha. Everybody.
Yeah. This is very important. All right. The second one, respect the seniors and mentor the juniors.
Junior.
All right. So, but teacher asked, this document is from our holy teacher. Whatever it says, this is from our holy teacher. Okay. So teacher asked us, what kind of person is qualified to be a senior? So over here, anybody think they are senior? Anybody? Raise your hand, please. So the definition of a senior is a person is qualified to be a senior by having enough virtues and the high wisdom. Okay, and when they speak and act, they according to their true natures, the Buddha true nature, and they set example for the people and the guide the people. All right, so the person they are qualified to become a senior. So that's according to teacher's definition. Are we the senior? No, never, right? Right? And the junior, the definition is who are still studying, cultivating, and cultivate the Tao. And anyway, we are all studying and learning, right? So, Christine, could you show us?
So number one was like this, and then number two is like this. So we can think of there's one that's taller than the other one, right? So we have to follow the seniors and guide the juniors. The bigger one's like the senior, the little one is the junior. So we gotta follow the seniors and guide the juniors.
Yeah, everybody knows the finger is like this, okay? Right? Okay, it's very important we memorize this, okay? And because we are not escaping from reincarnation, so that's why we are all junior, okay? The third one, okay, is restrained, dignified, center, and principled, right? So this means not just the outside look good, no, it's inside. We cannot have any, if we stay in the Buddha nature's stage, then we don't have any thought in our mind. Okay, that is really what this means. So we don't have the desire, all kind of the stuff to occupy our mind and do the bad thing. Yeah. So yes. So it's very important, the surface meaning and the deep meaning. The deep meaning is what we want to know. Okay, Christine.
So number three is like this, where we just hold three. And then the way you can think of it is that there's something in the middle. So very similarly, we need to be centered and follow the middle path, right? Because there's a middle path right in the middle of our fingers. That's how I remember.
All right. Okay. So the first one is follow the rules and observe the boundaries. All right. So the temple is not just the appearance, the outside look of temple. Actually, in our body, we have everybody has a temple too. Okay? Were you surprised? Well, the first time when I heard this, what? I have a temple in my body? Yes. Our Buddha true nature is the 1% God, right? Because think about, we are all the spirit of God, right? Yeah, we are all split God's spirit. All right, we are all the kids of God. So our Buddha nature is present the big lamp in the center, and our two eyes is the other two there. Okay, all right. So we have a temple in our body. So that's why if we do good thing, the saints will record whatever we are doing. If we have a bad action, behavior, yeah, the heaven will record it too. Even the bad thought. Okay, so our own temple is get recorded. Right, so we have to be very careful whatever we are doing, whatever we are act. Okay.
So number 4 looks like this, where we hold up 4 fingers. This one's a little bit like a loose way to remember, but in temple there are so many rules, so it's kind of like every single finger there's just so many rules to remember for temple. So we say this, we have to follow the rules and regulations of temple. So many.
Okay. The 5th one is accept and take on responsibility. All right. So we have the duties from heaven and duties of a mandate world. Okay. And the heaven's task, we have to let everybody go back to permanent heaven. That is our task, okay? And the human being responsibility is make everybody, cultivate Tao, right? Follow the heaven's law, and everybody is so nice. Is it possible to become the whole world very peaceful? Right? Everybody learn the Tao and apply it in the daily life. The whole world will become a peaceful world. Right? No killing, no war. Right? No anybody fight with anybody. Right? Okay. So
number 5 is we hold our hand up like this. And if you see in like in a courthouse, when somebody has to take a stand, you have to put your hand on the Bible and then your right hand raised, and you say, I promise to tell the truth and whatever, the whole truth.
Nothing.
Yeah. So this is number 5 is like I'm taking an oath to take responsibility for my actions.
all right. And number 6, no. So that's
Take a quiz.
okay. Anybody remember what is number 2?
All the seniors and lead the
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's not fair. You already know. Somebody said that. Yeah. Okay. So how about number 4?
Number 4.
All the principles of Tao.
Okay. Number 3?
Middle path.
Hmm?
You're confused.
Yeah, middle.
Yeah, good.
Middle path.
He remembers.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Middle path.
Right?
Yeah.
Up and down, that means is confused.
Number 5?
All
Hmm?
rules. Responsibility.
They're trying to listen to her reading at the same time. It's not good.
Not easy.
So when I go home, I'll be able to read it.
That everybody exercise. Okay. Number 1,
1.
respect Buddha sense. Number 2,
Follow the senior.
guide the junior. Number 3,
All the middle path.
Dignify and follow the middle path.
number 4,
Follow regulations.
number 5,
Take responsibility.
take a responsibility. I swear to God, I take a responsibility. right? Okay, not bad, not too bad to memorize those things, right? Yes. Okay. So number.
You don't have to memorize it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we memorize this way, even 3 years later, we still remember. Okay. If we memorize by words, it's kind of hard. Okay. So this help a lot. Okay. Number 6. Okay. Emphasize the divine over the mundane. Okay. And it's very important. One time the Dharma class, this guy, a teacher says, that's two choice. If you want to go to temple or you want to watch to see to watch the to see, yes, okay. And so what do we answer? The Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Which one we want to go to? This guy says I go watch a movie and then I go to temple. So he do both. All right. So this is the way we judge ourselves. Which one is more important, right? We can watch TV, watch the movie anytime we want, right? But the temple is very, very important when we come, and not just we can benefit a lot, right? We can learn a lot, and that's the way when we gain the knowledge. That's the way we can help people, right? Okay, yeah. So some people say, hey. The Sunday class is just like that, all right? I'm sitting there, I hear something over and over again. It's the same thing, right? Some people say that, and then they stop coming. It's happened to a lot of those members. But no, sometimes, every time, even this one I did have the class before. But this time when I study, when I look at, wow, I found a profound meaning. It's different from previous. All right. So every time, whatever we get, it's deeper and deeper. All right. So it's totally different. Okay. So as long as we have a knowledge inside, then that's the way when we talk to people, we have something to come out from our mind, and sense can help us too. If we don't have anything there, and it's very hard for sense, they have to make so much effort. If we don't make effort, and it's hard for them to help us. Right? Correct? Yes. So don't forget, we cannot be lazy. We got to learn very hard. Okay? We have to ask ourselves. Lifetime is so short. Cannot go to heaven and say, oh, I regret so much that time I should not watch Super Bowl. I should go to temple first. I missed something so important. Right? We cannot, regret like that. So we have to ask, strike ourselves. Go, go, go. Right? Right? So, yeah.
So in Chinese culture, the way we do our hand sign for 6 is like this. Right? Because we went from 5 to 6. So you count it on one hand. And then there's one that's smaller and then one that's bigger. So we say
This bigger.
yeah. Oh.
Thumb.
Okay, fine. Doesn't matter. But this one is the bigger. So we're emphasizing the holy things over the mundane things in life. Right? One is more important than the other.
This is the last one. This is the first. This is the last.
Right, this is first.
Thumb first.
Yeah, that's a yes.
Means call heaven first.
Yeah. That's easy way to memorize too. Right? Okay. All right. 7. Be humble, courteous, and kind. Okay. The reason why we cannot become a saint, the reason why we sometimes we are so mad, right? Oh, Johnny does not agree with me. Get mad with Johnny. No, he knows karate. I cannot get mad with him. No. So why we get mad so easily? Why? Or so unhappy? Why?
Ego.
Because we have the form of me,
Self.
Me.
I. Ego.
right?
Me.
Why saints they don't get angry easily? Because they think we are all equal. You have a Buddha true nature, the same as all the. We have a Buddha true nature. Buddha think we have the same Buddha true nature as they have. No difference. We are all from God. God's spirit, same. Okay? Not because they have a more or deep true nature. We don't. No, same, equal. So they never look down on anybody. Right? Heaven always take care of everybody. No matter homeless, anybody. Okay? And some people say, why heaven punish me? Right? How come I become homeless? Why Donald Trump is so rich and become president? That's not because of heaven punish us. Because the lifetime, we never think about doing the good thing.
Previous life.
Yeah, previous life. We do bad thing, okay? We kill people, for example. One lifetime, maybe we don't know what we did. Maybe we were robber or somebody was robber before. So but this lifetime, she really want to cultivate Tao very well. So she spread the Tao other country, okay? But somehow she had a car accident. She passed away, car accident. And then she came back visit us, and reunion. And she said because 3 lifetimes before she was a robber. Yeah, she robbed people, she killed people, she put the house on fire. So this life, she become she become so nice and she cultivate Tao. But the heaven is very fair. Previous life you did bad thing. This life you have to pay it back. But after the good marriage and the bad marriage they even out, she become the saints in heaven. Okay, so saints always told us, don't be afraid when we have a hardship. Don't complain because that's what we did, not because of God want to punish us. Us punish ourselves. Okay? Saints told us, become a vegetarian, please. Become a vegetarian, please. But we say, oh no, I cannot give up. Oh, the rib is yum yum. The chicken nugget is yum yum. The fish is yum yum.
Because of sauce.
Yeah. Actually, that's the sauce, yum yum. Okay? But saints already told us, if we don't become a vegetarian, when the disaster comes, how do they save people? The flag, the light will come out from us. We eat those things. We have the dark light. Right? The spirit is not going to be very bright. Okay? So we want to go to heaven. Guess what? We must listen to God. Listen to saints. We don't listen, then too bad. Next time we come back, start over again. Okay? We must give up something bad and then gain something excellent. Agree? Everybody agree? Mm-hmm. Should we listen to saints if we want to go back to heaven? Sure, we have to, right? Right? Whatever saint asks us to do, ask us to help people, we have to. Ask us to become a vegetarian, we have to. We have to do it. All right? Okay.
So number 6 looks like this. Right? Number 7 looks like this. So in Chinese we go like this, means 7. Yeah. But then when we do like bows to other people, because we're very humble, we go like that, right? So it looks like we're bowing down to somebody, bowing someone. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So when we bow, like if I bow to Johnny very humbly, then I would do 90-degree bow. So that's how we remember. We have to be humble and courteous to everybody.
So yeah, very interesting. He said, "Let's go." All right. If we don't do this, we do this. Guess what? How do we spell God? How do we spell God?
God? No, it's done.
How do we spell God?
G-O-D.
All right. It's supposed to be this, right? And then we go like this. How do we reverse God? How do we reverse it?
Dog.
Yes. We do something against God's reading, right? Supposed to be this, but we go like this. Then become DOG. Oh, 你写吧，谢谢。Make sense, right?
Reverse.
Because we get against God's reading. We don't listen. And then become dog. Right? Become
Back
ignorant.
is to the heavens, right? You turn your back against heaven. Turn your back against your conscience.
All right? Okay? It's easy to remember, right? So whoever go to heaven, they are very humble. All right? They don't have the form of me. I'm right. You're wrong. No, they don't do that. Right? Okay. They try to help people and save people.
A good way to practice is when you walk down the street, every person you see, say hello.
Yeah, that's nice, right? Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
very
after
good.
9/11, a lot more people to say hello to each other.
Oh, yeah, for 2 weeks.
he always says something right.
Oh, yeah, you drove around Manhattan, you never heard a horn. Everybody was, go ahead, you could go.
For 2 weeks, man.
But now,
See, the first time when I went to Texas, okay, I'm so surprised. You know what happened? Because the red light was out. It's broken. I asked the transmitter link, said, oh my God, we're going to stuck here. Oh, because over here, when the red light, even New Jersey, when the red light is out, what do?
Always stop.
You sit there. You sit there forever, right? Everybody want to go home. They don't want to let you go.
I'm usually the first one to go.
Right?
I drive a cab.
And, oh, so over there, the light was out, right? The 4 ways, right? And I was so shocked, so surprised. Each one wait for the other one. I asked the transmitter, how do they know which one go first? They just go around. Nobody tell them.
Oh,
No, that's the rule. That's,
The rule.
if you take the test, you know that you have to alternate. The person on the right goes first.
Yeah, but once it's
Yeah, if
happened,
they come at the same time.
they are so
right goes first.
polite and yield and wait for other people. The one that does not follow rule was us because we are so used to here, you know. But when we sit there, so nobody go cut anybody. So we sit there too, right?
In this,
How it is now, the people on the main road just keep going, flying.
Yeah,
You gotta like just try to get across.
yeah. So and then when we come back to New Jersey, right? And to a temple, and then we want to go home, and same thing happened again, and the red light, was out, all right. So everybody want to go home. They cut this one, and this one go this, and we all stuck there forever. And just come back from Texas, it happened like that. We stuck there for we drive. A lot of time we drive like more than 2 hours. I guess Carrie will drive like 4 hours maybe.
Valentine is the worst. Because you follow the rules, you stay on the right 2 lane, and then everybody cut in front. And you can stuck there for hours not moving. And then you wonder why people behind you are already home already, and then because they cut in front. So,
We should take a look at
You said tunnel? You said
Yeah,
tunnel?
Lower Manhattan. Yeah. No, the entrance. to the
Oh,
tunnel.
entrance, yes.
Because it's multiple lanes and then merge
Right.
to 2.
and there's the cops
A lot
over
of people,
there
a lot of people
that
go
just
like this.
ignore
They
it. The
cut
cops
in
ignore
front.
it too.
A lot of people cut in front. You don't, because the road narrows. I mean, well, the lanes
Can
can be
also fit
huge.
in here, right?
First it's like, 4 or 5, because there are multiple,
That
one
much
from the
coming
west,
down.
We
yeah,
said
one from
highway
the west
become-
side,
come
one
to
from
the Verdict.
Varick, yeah, one from,
Come to the-
one from,
You're gonna
We
get
said
where are
the
they?
other one,
Where?
From Chinatown, that other road. So the three canal, right? Canal, one from west side, one from canal, one from
The traffic. Yeah. Okay. So
Then come back to the gate.
we can discuss the traffic at lunchtime. Okay. So number 8. Okay. Do not discard the holy scriptures or abandon the scriptures. Okay. All right. So what does that mean?
Sorry, repeat again.
So we is that just me the paper?
Yeah, that's.
Huh? Long time ago, when I was new Dawes member, I thought we cannot, No. Yeah, sure, it's very precious. Don't do that. But the real meaning is, all right, we have to cultivate Tao. Whatever the scriptures and from sense, we got to do it. Okay? All right? Don't discard whatever sense told us. We have to apply to the daily life. We have to do it. When sense says it's so important to filial piety or parent.
So we have to learn and
What?
practice
Chantamita want to say something?
teachings of
Yeah,
the
we
Buddha.
should say Buddha. Yeah, because since Buddha, Buddha, so they are all Buddha. Yeah. So sense and Buddha combination. Yeah.
All right.
That
So,
means we have to learn, not discard physically, but we have to learn and practice.
yeah.
Yeah, from the teachings. That's pretty much. That's
Yes.
the inner. That's
You
the.
gotta apply
Yeah.
to our daily life.
It does not mean this.
Right.
People.
So number 8 looks like this in Chinese. You hold like the 3 fingers.
Yeah.
This is 7, right? So this is 8.
Yeah.
So then it looks like you're sweeping something away. So we don't want to throw our scriptures or teachings away. Don't do it.
But 这个 Chinese word 是
Well,
物
it's a Chinese word.
Wow. Yeah.
The Chinese
So the way this
Looks like the
looks
Chinese
in
character.
Chinese, there's a character. It looks like a Chinese
Means
character
not.
that says
Chinese
not.
character, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
no. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So the Chinese character means do not.
Don't. two
Means
fingers.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's-
So
Yeah.
do not,
No.
right? Don't throw away scriptures or teachings.
The next one is do not obsess over appearance. All right. So what does that mean? That means when we have attachment, the dirt inside.
You should touch the form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So if we don't reveal our Buddha nature, we will come back to the earth, always. All right. 复杂形象。
Not just appearance. Form.
So number 9 looks like this, where it's like 4 fingers, right? So then it kind of looks like a mask. So don't be attached to forms, right? Do not be attached to forms.
Cover your.
Don't put a mask. Okay? All right. Number 10, keep all procedures transparent. All right? So in heaven, we all have a book, okay? And it's a record whatever we are doing. All right? So that's one time a transmitter, he had people receive Dao, right? And he put the money in the drawer in the temple, right? And somehow the money stuck, $5 stuck inside the drawer, right? So then the transmitter did not realize the money stuck in the drawer. So the when teacher come and he asked the transmitter, all right, go and take a look at the money, all right? It's short of some money. And then transmitter go and check and realize, oh my goodness, $5 stuck there. Because this transmitter is so good, so nice. So heaven is so kind. He did not want, heaven does not want this transmitter because this $5, he has to come back to pay back. He did not put it in his pocket. but somehow it's stuck there. All right, so that's what happened. All right, so it's in heaven. It's very clear. Everybody has a booklet and record whatever we are doing. So that's one lecture. Saints brought him to heaven, and saints show him. That's a big building. Wow, good merit he did. Whole building. Okay? And then he said, don't be too happy. I show you another building. That is 3 levels.
3 floors.
3 floors. Back credits from you. From the lecture. That lecture. And he said, oh my goodness, I did even tiny bit, little bit thing. Heaven already recorded already. It's inside the building. Yeah, think about from we were born. All right, maybe we think, hey, I did not do anything wrong. All right? Hey, look at when Buddha comes, the way they walk around. Buddha understands, right? Lady Buddha, they use their tippy toe. Why? They don't want to step on the ants. Did we ever step on the ants? Or the spider go? The roaches go. Did we do that? Yes. So the building, it's inside the building. This day, Judy killed a mosquito like. Okay. I feel terrible. I received out when I was 40 something. I always tell my daughter, Christine says, you're so lucky. You have become a vegetarian since age 4. And I'm so stupid, before. I did not know. I eat a lot of non-vegetarian food until age of 40 something. For so many years, how can I pay back? That's a lot of lives. I will repent always. I feel guilty, Those animals, they suffer. I feel terrible sorry about that. So yeah, lifetime, we have to listen to saints, whatever, and the Buddha say. We have to do it. Right?
The number 10 in Chinese is 手续必清, which literally translates to our hands have to be clean. So our hands like this, number 10, right? So we go like this. Means my hands are clean of all transactions. Like everything we do is very clear and clean.
Right? You see?
Actually make all transactions determinable.
All right.
Interesting true story. We have an ancient member who attended this class, and he kind of took a book from the library and forgot to return the book. And that was years ago. After he listened to this, he went home and returned the book.
Yeah. All right. Number 11. All right. It's notify the seniors, others, and report oneself when departing and returning. Okay. And the deep meaning is don't forget God, right? We are here. This not our destination. This is our temporary home. And God is always waiting for us to go back. Our teacher too, right? Over the allowed saints, Buddha. They are waiting for us to return to permanent heaven. So don't forget the home there. So we have to make our effort to go back to heaven. That's the deep meaning, what that means. But in temple, when we go anywhere, we got to report to transmitter and let the temple know. Okay? I go Germany, I go anywhere, I have to let them know where I am. That stuff is meaning. But deep meaning, we have to go back to report to God again. Happy together.
The number 11 looks like this. The number 11, and then we have to go like this when we leave anywhere or go anywhere. We say goodbye to the seniors and then report that we're leaving or coming home.
And then the other thing
You
is,
have to do from now.
yeah. But then the other thing is, sometimes we cannot come to the temple. Okay, we cannot come next week. Okay, we cannot come the week from now. just let Virginia, let everyone knows, okay, we cannot come next week because of something come up, and then let them know, they will report it, and then tell everybody, that we get something else coming up, we cannot go. We cannot come to the temple at all. So at least everybody don't have to worry about us at all. Sometimes we don't come, people worry about if we got sick or something else come up. So at least we let them know, okay, this is one of the things we should do.
All right. 12. Okay. Don't disrupt the system. All right. What does that mean? That means when we cultivate Tao, we have to cultivate right. All right. So what does right mean? Means everything according to our Buddha nature. Okay. If we let our sixth sense control ourselves, that means we are not in the right path. Okay. We use our eye or nose or ear. That's not right. It should be Buddha nature. All right. And in the golden thread, there's two. One is belong to heaven. One is the human world. Okay. That we cannot. The service meaning means you cannot go to. All right. This temple is not so fancy enough. So I go west. It's in the mountain. The temple is so beautiful, so big, and a lot of people there. Wow, this must be the real one. And this one is so poor, right? No, this is no good. No, not like that. You cannot go from here to there. That heaven is going to see our loyalty too. Think about our grand predecessor, predecessor. When they came to Taiwan. In that time, they don't have money. They only have a small, tiny table, but they have a lot of thousand members. So this really does not deeply relate to the outside work. Okay.
So number 12 is like this, or you know, like this. So there's a lot of ways to remember number 12, but the way I think of it is that there's only, we have to follow our own golden thread. There's only one for each of us. And then, if we put our feet in two different Dharma boats, we will sink, we will fall, right? So don't create chaos and always follow your golden thread.
Okay? All right. So 13. Yeah? Okay. 13, love and cherish public property. What is property? It's include everything in temple. We don't destroy it. When we use it, we have to put back. That's service meaning. But the deep meaning is that we have to love everybody because everybody belongs to heaven. If we, for example, I treat Johnny very bad, the heaven will say, you don't love the public property. He is a public property. Everybody is public property, okay? All right? All right, that's what I mean.
Number 13, like this. When you connect them, it looks like a broom. So we should, take care of all the public property and temple property. That's like sweep, clean. So it's like a broom. Yeah, and then we sweep, clean the temple, take care of the property.
The next time you will not talk, just you give all this finger, right?
Yeah.
All right. So 14 is be flexible, adaptable in handling affairs. All right. So teacher says when we are in temple, we are not work for one person. No, we work for heaven. Okay, and everything is very important from heaven's perspective of view. All right. So when we cultivate our say, hey, I favor this person, I favor that person. Cannot do that. Got to be justified and fair, according to our Buddha nature. Right. So no dirt at all, no attachment at all, and do things very flexible. Yeah.
14 looks like this, and then if we like this, it looks like we're smiling in a good attitude. So when we do things at temple, we should be flexible and have a good attitude when we do it.
And so when we talk, we cannot hurt people. We got to, whatever we say, we have to help people. All right? We work for God. We are the salesperson of heaven. So we got to say something good. All right? When people say, hey, this new Dao members, it's good become a vegetarian. And Johnny said, no, you're so skinny. No, eat more meat. And backwards. Right? So for example, so very important, we got to work heaven's way. Okay, not a human's thinking, no. All right, 15, be cautious in words and action. All right? Again, we always, whatever we say, we got to benefit everybody and help people. Help them, the two ways to help people, one is physically or financially, right? Right? We always want to help poor people, but that is temporary. It's important to help them, but that's temporary. But the permanent one is what? Save the soul, the spirit to go to permanent heaven. That is the right destination. That is the right way to go back to heaven. That's the most important way to help people.
So number 15 looks like this. Right, 1 and 5. So then we say we gotta be careful in the things we say. In our actions, yeah.
I swear I'm not going to say something bad to people. And let Johnny divorce from his wife, right? Some people will say, oh, Johnny walk around with a girl, beautiful girl, and the wife is so angry, say, hey, I'm going to divorce. You are a bad guy, something like that, right? For example, no, nothing to do with Johnny, just for example, right? Yeah. So for example, something like that, destroy people's family. Yeah. Transmitter said, don't this bad example. No. I take it. Anyway, just something like that, right? So whatever or action or behavior or whatever we say is very, very important. So that's a review again, okay? First one.
Number 1.
Respect the saints of Buddha.
Right?
Number 1.
Respect Buddha, right? Sense and Buddha. The second one? Third one? Yeah. First one? And fifth one, it's easy to remember, right? Take a responsibility, right? And six? And 7? Right? 8?
Don't discard.
Yeah. 9? 9?
No attachment to that.
10?
Transactions are transparent.
11?
Report when you leave.
12? 12?
Do not
Disrupt the system.
13?
Cherish public property.
14?
Flexible.
This is 14.
Be flexible and happily do what we do at temple. Good attitude.
15?
Cautious.
Okay? All right. Yeah.
Cautious in speech and
Yeah,
action.
thank you to heaven. If I say something inappropriate, ask for heaven's forgiving and transmitters try to correct it.